Toastmasters and our several guests, good evening. Has anyone ever heard of John Talbot? See a show of hands. John Talbot. Well, you may not have heard of him, and you probably never will. But he's giving a speech tonight in Dallas, Texas, and he said if I mentioned his name, he'd mention mine. So I'd like to John Talbot. I'd like to talk to you about a very important topic, and that topic is about YOU, and what you can get from Toastmasters, and what you can deliver to this world that so desperately needs you. Now, before I do that, I would like to thank a few people, but I'm not going to tell you who. I would like to tell you, though, that District 38, composed of Eastern Pennsylvania, Central and South Jersey, has been in existence for over 52 years and has provided thousands of members the opportunity to earn their CTM, ATM, and DTM, and to hear, as Ed said, some great liberating and uplifting ideas that have helped people improve their listening, thinking, and speaking skills. Now, I am really grateful to be nominated to be district governor of the district. Because when I retired, I worried that when I retired from the service of people, I would literally shut off my pituitary gland. And 6 months later or a year later, people would say, hey, whatever happened to good old Steve? He kicked the bucket prematurely. He stopped serving people. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to help serve the district. Now let me ask you all a question. What does marriage, chief executive officers of multinational corporations, small startup businesses, Broadway shows, and TV shows have in common? Just yell it out. Let's hear it. Communication. Well, marriages, 50% of the men in divorce. The average chief executive officer of a multinational corporation, if he or she is lucky, lasts 5 years. Small startup businesses fail usually, on average, 50% of them or better, fail in the first 3 years. The longest Broadway show, I think, is Cats with 10 or 11 years. And the average TV show only lasts about 3 seasons. So what does it take for a business, an organization like Toastmasters International, or a work of art to pass the test of time? Why do millions of people still read Shakespeare 400 years later, and only hundreds of people are reading Valley of the Dolls 25 years later? Camus said it beautifully. A man's search is nothing but a slow trek to rediscover, through the detours of art, those 1 or 2 images in whose presence one's heart first opened. Now, when you attend a Toastmaster meeting, don't you feel physically, emotionally, and spiritually refreshed? I think we all do. I know I do, because Toastmasters has a smorgasbord, a potpourri, if you will, of activities that do help people improve their listening, thinking, and speaking skills, their leadership and self-management skills, their parliamentary procedure skills, and overall sociability. In an atmosphere of fun, frolic, and learning, you see, we all have a message to share. We are all lumpy with talent, and the only reason why we don't express that talent is we don't get on a passionate path. When gypsy men wake up in the morning, they sing, because they believe if they don't sing, the sun won't shine. And Africans say, man without a song is a bad man. So that's why we join Toastmasters and stay in Toastmasters, to get on that passionate path and to sing that song. Everything in life, from the mundane to the extraordinary, is a story to be told. And Toastmasters helps us create that dynamic, fun, and supportive atmosphere where we all get to explore that journey while enhancing our skills. So what does it take to be a distinguished club? What does it take to have lasted over 52 years? Keep in mind that there's 225,000 Toastmasters worldwide in over 80 countries and in over 10,000 clubs. However, 50,000 Toastmasters leave the organization every year. So what does it mean to be distinguished? Well, I think it's simple. If every member in the district were to set their personal communication and leadership goals, everything would fall into place. And then the area, the division, and the district would all be distinguished. Keep in mind that every person, every Toastmaster member and guest I have ever met is always listening to that famous radio station, WIFM. What is it, fellow Toastmasters? WIFM? What's in it for me? Exactly. And if we don't give the opportunity to earn the CTM, ATM, and DTM, or give people what they want, they're going to leave the organization. So what do people really want? I'm not talking about what people really need, like food, air, and water. What do people want? Well, I believe it is recognition. People want a place where they can go to feel significant, important, and vital. And what organization more than any other in the world helps people feel important, significant, and vital? There's no question that it's Toastmasters. And it's done with charm, grace, and politeness. That's why I am so proud to be associated with the Toastmaster organization, where every Toastmaster I have ever met is in U, Oregon. All the great artists, from Leonardo da Vinci to Vince Lombardi, didn't say, hey, look what I can do, look how great I am. Leonardo da Vinci drew something on a painting. He said, this is the best I can do. I hope you like it. It's an expression of my thoughts and feelings. It's not to impress you, it's to express my thoughts and feelings. And Vince Lombardi, that famous football coach, didn't stand on the sidelines and say, hey, look at me. He said, hey, look at Horneye and Taylor and the rest of this team. And look at the way they punt and pass and kick and score touchdowns. This is the greatest team in the history of the game. So what does every Toastmaster deserve? Every Toastmaster deserves to be in a distinguished club. Do you remember when you were in elementary school? Can you think back that far? Yeah. Do you remember when the person next to you got a 50 on a test? I know you didn't. But the person next to you, what grade is a 50?
F. The F.
F. But in Toastmasters, if you reach half your goals, you become what? Distinguished. Only half your goals, you become distinguished. So I hope starting as soon as possible, July 1st, 2006, you will subscribe to and believe in the new district theme, blank, 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 secret. I'm going to say it 4 times. Blank, 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 blank. Will you help repeat it with me twice? Blank, 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 blank. And I'd like to leave you with a beautiful poem written by Toastmaster Art Fettig of Battle Creek, Michigan. It was in an old Toastmaster magazine where I found it. And it's called On Growth. And it goes, I don't want to be what I want to be. There is something out there yet for me to be. I'm a kid that is living in the here and now, yet I don't want to think I've learned the best way how. There is always one hill higher with a better view, something waiting out there yet for me to do. Until my life is over, never let me fill my cup. Let me keep growing up, up, up. And I want to commend all the members and officers of Morristown Toastmasters, past and present, who have made this club distinguished, and who have also made this organization a place to go where you can hear great, liberating, and uplifting ideas, where you can listen, think, and speak more effectively. So I'm hoping you'll all get on the passionate path, sing your song, and earn those CTMs, ATMs, and DTMs. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.